happen. Bang for your buck sight. Red lines are going to be your best bang in the buck. Red line and Trophy Ridge. Those two are, in my opinion, really good. Really good ones. Trophy Ridge is cool because you can really go low end pricing. Like for instance, you can get a single pin system for like $100. And we also give you guys a code that they gave us to give to people to get people into archery called BHP 2024. It's a discount code. So you can take 20% off of that on top of it. So you're getting it for $80. So it's a steal, honestly. You can get a steal through Trophy Ridge right now. You could do CBE. There's nothing wrong with it, but you can't get the 20%. So I'm trying to work that out with CBE as well as we speak. But I've been trying to get them to do that same program because I just like that we can offer that. You know what I mean? It really helps. It really helps. Jameson, how's it going? Thanks for sharing, Dustin. Please share, guys. That'd be awesome if you could share the stream. Appreciate it. Okay, it's Bowhunter. Are you still on, my friend? Not yet, Deer Slayer. I mean, I can always get my own deal on CB, of course, but like I'm trying to get them to give me a deal to give to you guys. So right now I have Trophy Ridge, Bear Archery, Sick Broadheads, and Cajun Archery for you guys with that BHP 2024 code. You're all welcome to use it. It's 20% off of any of those things on their website. So it's a good deal. That's why I said if I was going to pick one, I would just do the Trophy Ridge because you're getting a huge discount. 20% is a lot, man. That adds up fast, especially if you buy a bow. If someone's like looking at that paradigm, like, hey, I might buy it, that's a lot of money off that bow right off the bat. And that's why I chose two of the reasons I chose the Paradigm over the Alaskan XT for bow of the year for best value. The Alaskan XT, it's the same bow. So I want to be clear on that, except for the cam. That's it. And so that cam, they're both DHC cams, but the one on the Paradigm goes 27 to 32, while the XT only goes up to 30 or 30. So it fits more people to 32, of course, but also you can get it online, the Paradigm, fully loaded for like under $700, and then you can use that discount and get it even way cheaper. So really, you could save. It's just it's a cheaper option. You know, it's just a name difference too. Awesome, Bobby. That's exciting. Robert, how you doing, man? We are at the studio today, just chilling. I was filming some little videos for you guys for shorts and reels. I like to do these question videos. I've been having a lot of fun with them, to be honest. I've been setting up some things and just thinking in my mind things about the archery industry that kind of piss me off and things I like and don't like. So I just been spewing those out to let you guys, get some words in on the same subject and see your opinions, right? See if my opinion's close to your opinion, or maybe I'm way off on certain things, right? So just been having some fun with it. I figured, why not? Who's going to stop me? Awesome, Bobby. That's exciting. Well, Bobby, I tell you what, man, you join our membership program, you have a chance to win tons of cool stuff like that. So there's definitely chances, but you got to join the program. It's join channel when you see the channel thing. We just gave away 2 different bows in the last 2 months. So if you guys haven't joined subscription on TikTok or join channel on YouTube, you're missing out. We gave away Phase 4 33 Blackout. We just gave away just the other day, John 1, who's on right now, gave him a Hoyt VTM 31. So I don't know how much better it can get than that for that program. I mean, those are 2 huge bows. And then now we're giving away this MX32 here, brand new. So John, how many bows have you won? 3? I think you've won 3. You and Sean, I think, are tied for most bows. So John won that one on 2 entries last time. So that was a huge pickup for him. Jameson's still pissed off about it. Jameson's still on. I saw him pop in for a minute. Yes, we can talk about APA, Red. No problem. Yeah, the APA collection's looking good. I'll show you guys. We're going to do an APA giveaway coming up as well, just so you guys know. This is the Pit Viper. This is the last solo cam that APA has and will have, I think, for a while. Thanks, Tight Lines. Appreciate that. If you want to join the program, it's called Join Channel. It's a little different than just subscription or subscribing. You have to join the subscription, which is a membership program. If you go on to it, but thank you for subscribing. You don't want to miss out. We always have fun stuff. And we also do free giveaways at times too for everybody, just to keep that in line so you guys know we're doing that. But anyway, APA Pit Viper, I don't think you can buy this anymore because they don't have the single cams anymore. This is the Pit Viper Air. Beautiful bow. I asked for this specifically in this hot red because I thought it was so cool looking. Yeah, if you look at the bracelet on that. All right, that's one. Let's see what else we got over here. I got a whole line of these things. What's this one? All right. This one, small bow, but has the handle out front. And this one is the Mamba 28 MT. This will probably be one of the ones we give away coming up. We gave away a Mamba 28 before. This is the other one we had. So this one's been just chilling here. Nice little stacked. Yeah, they look great, guys. They've done a really good job with this. Austin, how's it going, brother? Hope you're doing good. Just figured got nothing else to do on a Saturday. Might as well come hang out with you guys for a little bit before I go to Rocket Fizz. Those little candy stores. Here's the Black Mamba 29 in rust. Phenomenal. Love this one. This is one of my favorites. I'll probably never give this one up. I like the special color ones. Like I like to keep those around because I just feel like they do so well. That is the one. Yeah, I know. They do so well with video content and people talking and getting people talking. You know, when people see things like this, they ask questions, you know, and that's what's important. I even try to get a rust looking stabilizer. It's not perfect, but it's like an orange. I think it's called Harvest Orange or something from Vapor Trail, or Stoker Eyes, I should say. Kind of cool. I am American, Brent. All right. APA is Canadian, though. I don't know. Is that what you're asking? Sorry. No, I'm American, yeah. I know APA is Canadian, though. But APA loves me. We've had a great relationship over the past few years. And they let me promote all their bows, which is really, really nice. While I was doing that, I just found this one. What's this? Oh, my God, guys. So listen. Little hidden secret that maybe you guys don't know this, or maybe you do. I used to talk about it a lot, but I haven't talked about it a lot because this bow is old now. It's a few years old, but this was one of the smoothest bows I've ever shot in my life. It's called the Solution SS from Bowtech, and I hunted with this bow in black, and I swear, guys, I was like, this is my bow for life. This bow was absolutely incredible. So I don't know if Bowtech's new stuff is as good as this. The SS34 was nice, but it's a little long. You know, this one was like the perfect size. We'll probably give this one away at some point, honestly. It's just brand new. 60-pounder, though, so a little less would be a 50-60. But it's got the flip disc, deadlock. I mean, it's a great bow. I really want one of you guys to have this, honestly, to experience it, because I don't want to be the only guy who's like, oh, I don't know what that's really like. It's been so long. Bill, how's it going? Yeah, it's a great bow right here. I'm telling you guys, great bow. All right, let's see what else we got. A few more in here. Well, this was the bow they launched mid-year, 2023 mid-year. This is called the Serpent. A small bow. It's still not like as small as the Air style, but still has your toolkit. You know, it's got the lockout limb system. Small, you know, compact. Good little shooter. Again, one of the things I like about APA is they don't follow. What do you mean, Deer Slayer? Like, how do you add your subscription? If you want, I think you could pre-buy months. I don't know if that's what you mean. Or you can add your subscription. If you want to add entries, if that's what you're suggesting, you can send galaxies, or you can go on YouTube and subscribe over there as well and double your thing. And on YouTube, you have tiers. So you can get extra entries through the tier system. So there's different ways to do it. Wow, Steve just dropped a huge comment that I don't know what to say. He says, I bought a pristine Matthews Creed XS, and I want to give it to you. Oh, I'll take it. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. No, he didn't say that, but he says, should I roll with it for 24, or should I get a Matthews lift? Hold on a second. Let me get my Creed. I gotta feel it again. It's been a little while. Dude. Happy Saturday, Parker. How are you? No, a day and a dollar. It's a very strange comment, so you can please leave our stream. And that's very strange. And I am going to just go ahead and knock you out myself. Goodbye. Weird comment. 142 is my largest buck. Anyway, so here it is. Creed XS. This is the question. I would stick with this. This bow is incredible. This was one of my favorite bows in the past. This and the Helium were two of my favorites. So, I mean, if it's pristine, honestly, I'd probably wait a year and see what they come out next year, because this is a great bow, guys, honestly. You know, getting new strings and cables is important, but yeah, once you have that, like this thing, I don't know. I would stick with this, but yeah, I agree, Red. That's a great point. How much you want for the bow you had in the first one? I don't know what the first one was. We've had like 5 bows we showed. What attachments do I use on my bow? Well, you're going to use a lot of the same attachments, right? You're going to have a sight, a rest, a sight. You're going to have usually a stabilizer. You're going to have a wrist sling maybe if you need it. Some people do, some don't. You're going to have a peep sight generally, a D-loop, maybe a kisser button or a nose button depending on who you are and what you like. And that's all for anchor points. So that's what that comes in. I do not restore bows. No, I wish. I wish I could do that. Oh, Solution SS. I don't think you could buy it because I think we're going to give it away in this program. So just join membership and send a lot of galaxies. Maybe we should do a galaxy shootout, right? Whoever sends the most points in one day gets it. That's a good idea. You talking about the SS, Bill? I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, we could do a point donation giveaway, like a big bid. Most points wins or something. Could be an option. But I gotta get everybody on to do that, because otherwise I ain't losing this for like $1. So, but yeah, that could be an option too. A fun game, I guess, for members only. What bow do you recommend for someone who hasn't owned a bow since they were 10? Evan, I would suggest. I mean, it always comes down to price, my friend. So it just depends what you're trying to accomplish. I mean, for a hunting bow that you don't want to break the bank, I would look at Bear Archery for sure. I mean, that's generally where I recommend people going, for especially if they want to spend a lot. Set that there for now. You can get great deals on their website, and you know, if you want to go, or you know, you get, like I said, you can get like a Commander, a Justice, a Ronin. You could get then any major bow, you know, like a Matthews lift. You know, it depends really what you want to spend. Reese says, if you had to choose a bow for the rest of your life, which would you choose and why? I would choose the Helium from Matthews because I love the bow. Absolutely love it. I think it's the right weight. It's got a lot of power. It's super smooth. If that bow is going to last me a lifetime and I could just keep it, I would do it. Yeah, I love that bow. I'm never getting rid of that one. That one and this Creed are staying here. Thomas, how are you, man? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, Southeast. There's so many messages we get a day, man. It's unbelievable. I'll check it out, see what we can do. Helium and no-cam best ever. Could be. Like I said, that no-cam the other day was a lot smoother than I remembered it, man. It did really well. It did real well. It was a nice shooter, that's for sure. Put these APAs back for now until we do a giveaway with one of these for one of you lucky people. Don't worry, the APA Pro is not going to be on that giveaway. I know that's one Red wants me to give away, but it ain't going to happen. My APA Black Mamba Pro ain't going nowhere. Yeah, Parker, I would agree with that comment. The Ronin's definitely it for price point this year. I'm just waiting to announce that. I am going to announce that coming up, but like I did announce. Corey, how are you, man? I'll have to check, John. I think I might have taken it to the other house to get it ready to ship. My turnaround time on the lift, I don't know. I haven't ordered one in a long time, so I don't know. I ordered mine a week before they launched, and I got the day after they launched. So I don't know. I can't shoot the Athens Access. I'm sorry, it's not set up yet. I got some work to do there. I got a lot of work to do on that one. Sorry, I went off track. The Ronin is going to be my price point of the year bow. That's definitely the one I'm gonna pick. Yeah, I picked best value as the Paradigm from Bear, but the best value is most likely going to be the Ronin. I'm only waiting on shooting the Justins in the Commander from Bowtech. I don't want to give it up prematurely, but it's going to be hard to beat an 850 bow that's like that. However, I do need to see, I guess, on the Commander and the Justice if they have any technology with IMS and all that, which I don't know they do or don't. So that's the two things I'm waiting for. But the odds are I'm going to pick the Ronin because it's really nice bow. That bow is lights out for what you get for the money, in my opinion. But thanks, Mr. J. Gray. Appreciate it. Noah, to get into the giveaways, you just have to join the channel. There's a join channel membership you have to do. If you go on our profile, you should be able to find join channel. And there might be a way to do it on this. I'm not positive, but there is a way. I just don't exactly know how to do it on here. But you're looking for join channel. That's what you're looking for. Crossbow versus compound, which is better? I don't even know how to answer that question. I mean, that's really in I mean, a crossbow is way more powerful. So if you're talking about just just the weapon itself, the crossbow is definitely better. I mean, you can do a lot more with it. You can aim. You don't have to hold it back or anything. It's got a lot more power, but it's totally different type of hunting. So it just depends what you want to do necessarily. I think the question is best fixed 5-pin sight, or I don't know if you're saying, should I get a 5-pin sight or a budget high-end one? I'm not sure what you're asking, but I think I always go for budget sights. So like my whole thing is I go for like things like the Trophy Ridge stuff that's in the middle there. Like you can get a single pin one for $100, and you use that discount code we give, and I mean that's a huge savings. So definitely some options there. And I like Redline. I do a lot of stuff. I use a lot of Redline, throughout what we're doing. I'm going to be doing some videos coming up weighing some of the sites because there's a lot to do there with the weights. Noah, then, I mean, either one will do the job, but a crossbow has a little bit more power. So it just depends. And it's a little steadier because it's like looking at a scope, right? So it's just a little bit, it's a whole different way of hunting. You're using a scope and a trigger. And a crown pound bow, you're drawing the bow, holding the weight back, holding the balance. I mean, there's a lot more to it. So it just depends what you're trying to achieve. If you just want the deer, you want the most effective, quickest way. I mean, a crossbow's probably it. But if you want the challenge of a compound bow, it's a different thing, right? Get a go for Redline. I'm trying BOAB. I did bring it up to them. I don't think they're going to do it. I think they sell so much they don't really care. Fastest bow? I don't know. Does anybody know what the fastest bow is right now in the market? It's been a while, man. The Smoke was fast. The Dangerous Game was super fast. It's hard because you could do an 80-pound bow and get even more speed. So I guess, I don't know. I would suggest most bows are within 10 to 20 feet per second anyway. I would say the Dangerous Game from APA is probably the fastest at 80 or 90 pounds. Maybe, Chris. It could be. I mean, PSE does have fast bows, but I feel like PSE's pulled away from the speed a little bit and focused a little bit more on in between. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know if the full throttle is the full throttle faster than the Dangerous Game. I'm not sure. The Dangerous Game was and the full throttle are both high end, 350 plus. I just don't know. I know Hoyt's got a Z1, I think, or something that does 350, but I don't know if it doesn't really do 350 when you do it the way we're doing it. Okay, yeah, great question. So the question is, I want to get into bow hunting the cheapest way I possibly can. I mean, my suggestion for you, for someone trying to do, I saw the question as well about the species EV. So I say this a lot and I apologize. I know a lot of you guys hear this all the time, and I'm sorry for those who hear it all the time. Just so many newbies that come into the stream that want to know about archery, how to do it. So I have to repeat it. I'm sorry. I think the Dangerous Game is 370 as well, right? See if you can look that up real quick. Or higher. I don't know what it is. But anyway, the best way to get into archery, in my opinion, is a package deal through BowHunterPlanet. That would be what I would suggest. A G3, there's one in there called the G3, a Species EV. Those are two great options, the legit. And all these, you can take an additional 20% off if you use code BHP 2024. So Bear Archery gives me that code to give to you guys to get newbies in, okay? Their goal is to get the archer to not buy a Chinese Amazon bow, but instead to buy one of their American-made bows. So that's why I'm able to give you guys that discount. So if you want a low-cost option, do the G3 package deals because it's going to have everything on there you need, and then use that code I gave you, and you'll get an additional 20% off, which is a steal. So the code is BHP 2024, and you put it right on their website. So beararchery.com. And then pick the G3 Cruiser or the Legit or the Species EV or the Paradigm. All those are great options. It depends what you want to spend. And then use that code. BOAB, could you drop that code in the chat for me, please? Thank you. What else? Where am I at? I want turkey hunt this year with my bow. What is a good broadhead to go with? I used that turkey foot last year from Triple Point and loved it. That was awesome, guys. Honestly, it went through the turkey. This video is on YouTube, by the way, as well, if you want to see it. You could use 24 instead of 23. Is the new one, yep. Yep, no problem. Yep, 2024, yep. 23 still works, though. I did tell them that it should still work because people are going to get the old code as well on accident through some of the videos we've already done. But anyway, so I shot this, 365. So the Expedition Smoke is 370 and the full throttle is 370. So, and the AP is under 4 pounds. That's nuts. So the turkey foot went through the air. You should watch a video on YouTube under our channel, just to turkey hunt. You know, the arrow goes through the bird and dies quickly and just lays there. It literally was one of the perfect moments with turkey hunting. There's so many times I turkey hunted, shot a turkey, goes right through it, and I can't find the arrow because it goes off and then who knows where. So it worked out real well. So the turkey foot was a huge win this past year. This year, probably try something different just because I like testing things, of course, but I don't know what yet. I don't know what. Something from G5 probably. They sent me a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm really excited to try that. Blackout Epic X2. That's what they recommend. Is that a Adrian? Is that a broadhead? I wouldn't buy that. I wouldn't buy that. That's like oh, whoa. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I wouldn't buy the blackout. It's probably okay. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say it like that. I'm just saying I wouldn't buy the blackout because that's like the Bass Pros brand. I would just buy a brand name. You know, I would just buy the brand name. That's just makes more sense. Jay Stearns, the question is Hoyt or Matthews, but for me it's Hoyt. So like everybody's different though. Like, you know, Red could say I prefer the Matthews, and BOAB could say I prefer the Matthews. I like the Hoyt Alpha X 30 and 33. To me, I like the way a Hoyt shoots and feels better than a Matthews. It holds firmer for me. I love the grip. The Vital Point grip is no joke, amazing. The grip on the Matthews is terrible. I'll be the first one to say it. I said it for years. I said it to their face. I said it to their face at Total Archery Challenge. I'm like, this grip, I don't understand why you guys keep putting this grip out. Just get a different grip. People like the old one. The Focus grip was better than the current one, you know? No, I mean, I would always go carbon first, but you know, again, it's all about money, right? So let's be clear. I don't pay for that bow, so I have the carbon. If I paid for it, I wouldn't buy the carbon because I wouldn't want to put that kind of money into it. I wouldn't be able to afford to do that. So, but if you can afford it and that's what you want, then do it, for sure. Carbon's awesome, man. It's a great material, super light, especially the Hoyt ones. And, I feel like they shoot excellent. So, and they hold value. I mean, they're still worth a lot because they're carbon when you want to sell them. Thanks, Glue. Appreciate that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And that's true. Everybody's a little different, guys. That's the key. Like to me, the Matthews grip is really bad, but to Dustin, it might be the best thing ever. So I just want to be clear on that. It just depends on you, and it always has been, and always will. So that's why it's important. I always say in my videos, go to your shop and shoot the bow, because you really might not like something. Or actually, the other day, I was on a stream yesterday. Some guy came on, he's like, I can't help it, but I love the Persist from Bear better than anything. And I'm like, that's a great example. The Persist has the Grizz grip, and some people just love that grip. And let me show you guys that bow, by the way, because I do have it. I don't put enough time into this bow, and I feel like maybe I should. And the reason is it's a hard sell. It really is. You guys would have to decide between this and the Matthews and a Hoyt, and it's really hard sell. But this bow has a lot of great stuff. They put this cool rubber shelf in here, which is unique and different. They got the Grizz grip, so when you go into this, it literally slides up into the throat of this, like dramatically. You feel it. It feels really good. They have this cool rope system they put on, which is unique. Just clip on, right? It's built into the bow. Built in this system, which actually I think APA has something similar to this. Yeah, they do. Yeah, something similar to that. What else they do? They got back bar stuff. Cool riser. Yeah, it's a nice bow. I think they do a good job. I think that the only issue they're going to have, like I said, is the price, and because it gets a little higher in this bow. $12.50 I think it is, or $12.99, somewhere in there. So nice bow though. But some guys like, yeah, man, I just want the Persist. I like it better than everything. I'm like, do it. That's awesome. Just get a bunch of bows and be poor like me, says BOAB. Thompson, I don't know about the Frankenstein question just yet. It's funny you actually asked that, because I just filmed a video asking you guys what you would Frankenstein if you had the choice. So I'm going to put that out soon. I guess for me, I like the Hoyt grip first off. I would do the Hoyt grip. Just thinking. I would do the bridge lock stuff. I kind of like that idea. I'm just trying to think what riser I'd like the most. I'd probably pick the prime riser, because the prime riser is center shot technology, so you're over the top a little bit. So it feels different. I can't explain it. It just feels like you're really into the shot. So I'd probably pick the prime. I would go with the RPD from Matthews. I would do the limbs like that. I think it's a cool idea with the pockets. I'd probably choose either the Bowtech cams, with deadlock. I think the hardest part for me right now in my mind is like I'm debating between the Vital Point and Hoyt, and I'm debating versus the Axis 31's grip, which is amazing as well from Athens. So that's a hard one for me. I don't know. There's just so many great things out there. Or I could just pick the Creed and call it a day. There you go, Dusty. Yeah, with the prime draw cycle. So Red, I think the answer to that question is yes. I think that is a very premium bow. Do I think it's a lot different than what's on the market out there? No. I'm talking about like the tech on it. I don't think it's anything different than a lot of the bows we've already seen. The magnet is very special in the sense that it is very lightweight. And it's like an aluminum bow, but just stronger and better. So I don't know. I mean, it'd be a hard sell, I think, for me to not get a carbon and get that, because I like the idea of the carbon. But I'm not sure. When I shoot those bows, I like them a lot. I don't like the click sound that I was getting in the video. I'm not sure on that yet. I didn't have a chance to talk to them about that click sound while I was getting it. But I do want to find out like why I was clicking, if that was so those bows I had, they actually sent me those, and then I sent those back, and they're sending me 2 new ones. So I'm gonna do it again and see if the click's still there, and then I'll know for sure that it was either that issue or it is a standard thing, right? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I do like them. I just don't know I'd pay that much money, I guess. It'd be sweet if they could do that bow for like 1,500, like right in between a little bit would be nice. Um, it's not a lot of stuff I don't like. I'm not a big fan of like Oneida. I like Oneida. I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to come off like that. I'm just saying like, thank you so much for that confetti. I like Oneida bow fishing. I don't like Oneida bow hunting. And I've done a lot of videos for Oneida in the past, and I've had some experiences with Oneida that I just they're laughable. Honestly, it's laughable. Like the bow is so slow. I missed a deer like 18 yards with it, and they like ducked my arrow, which is crazy at 18 yards, right? So I must have been shooting like 160 feet per second or something. I mean, it was ridiculous. Um, uh, I feel like there's so many good brands right now that even if I never covered another brand on this show of the ones I haven't covered, I don't think I'd be upset about it because I feel like there are decent brands out there, but the ones we've covered so far are absolutely incredible. So it's really hard to care too much about other brands, I guess, when I've covered the majority of the industry. When you get off into the like the sub ones, like so like for instance, I consider like I would consider, you guys probably do as well, but I would consider Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech at the very top. Obviously, they've been doing it a long time, and they're both high end. I consider Bear in there as well. Um, just not at the premium level as much as those guys, but at the bow production level, right? So Bear's up there. Elite does a great job. Like I would put Elite, Athens, Obsession, Prime, all in that other sector where it's like premium stuff, not selling as much as like a Matthews, of course, but selling, definitely in that the higher end mark. But then like companies like High Country, like I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, that's like I don't even know they're in business. Moxie, um, you know, I don't know. They're just so quiet. It's really hard to know what these guys are even, why they're even doing it. What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? We're just talking crap. Ben, which bear bow are you talking about? Are you talking about the Persist, the one I was just holding, or a different one? Yeah, I've been hearing High Country's back a lot, but I haven't really seen anything. Like every time I reach out, it's like kind of lights out quiet. So I don't really know. Like I don't when we say a company's back, like I expect them to be rocking and rolling through the industry, not necessarily like we're not doing any marketing or we can't do this. I feel like you got to be able to do something, right? That's all. Like you got to be able to like move into the sectors to get in against the competition realistically. Facebook's not going to cut it southeast. It's just not. It's not where it's at anymore. TikTok's the hot stuff. Instagram Reels, YouTube Reels. Things like BowHunterPlanet, things like Botalk. That's what's hot. Like if they wanted to get serious about their business, they would already been reaching out to all the people like myself and other people, MFJJ. I mean, that's where things are hot right now. Like you got to be getting into all that stuff. You can't, you gotta have a budget. You gotta have a marketing budget. If you don't have a marketing budget, you're not going to survive, period. That's what happened to Pearson. So Pearson came back, they did the same thing. Pearson comes out of nowhere, they get new owners, and they do a little bit of marketing for like maybe a half a year, and then they disappear again. And I'm like, what is going on with Pearson? Because it looked like they're having this awesome comeback. It was very exciting. I thought they were going to do something, but that didn't happen. I think so too, Brian. I do think Darton is going to be scheduled to turn it up eventually. I don't think they're there yet, but I think that they have. things in line by having Randy as an owner. It's a big deal. So I think they've lined up the right paths they're starting to go down. I think they will look at the internet stuff soon. They haven't done it yet. So I can't really speak for Darton yet, but because they haven't approached us yet either. But we'll see, right? And that's what I say. I think there's a lot of room for Darton again. But Darton used to do a lot. So I want to be clear. When I started this, Darton was one of the first companies to ever reach out or talk with us or give us a chance. So they were booming until about 2014. And then they went on this like quiet hiatus for like a long time until they sold. And then they sold to Randy, and he's been trying to, I don't know what he's been doing, but kind of like building it up. It's been like 3 years now. So I don't know where they're leaving off. I understand the target side of the business, but like that's just one little piece. So like the bow hunting section is what's important. That's where you're gonna make majority of your money. So like, I don't know why they're not doing stuff like us, or you don't see a lot. They're starting to, but some of the videos you guys have seen aren't necessarily marketing stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. Like some of the stuff you might be seeing on Dart is just like MFJJ or something because he owns the bow. Like he bought that bow. That's not marketing. It's just him marketing to try to sell bows. So it's a little bit different than actually doing marketing pieces. So we'll see. I don't know. I did talk to him at ATA last year. Nothing major happened from that though. BOAB, I'm not even going to comment. Not even going to comment, my friend, on that comment. I've just had a great experience with that the other day with them, and it's going to go nowhere. So very fast. That's that. You would think with new ownership it would finally turn it around, but that's not going to happen. So for me, I'll sit here and do what we do and promote the great brands who actually do stuff and want to get promoted and do stuff and have fun and and be a part of the industry, realistically. So until that brand won't be here because like I said, I tried and it was bad. I don't really have a favorite bow. It's a great question. I don't really have a favorite bow, but right now I think I am shooting the RVX 34 or 4. I don't know if they're calling 34 or 4. I get a little confused on what the proper wording is for that. But I have the 2. I'm debating between that and the 4. And then I also thinking about the Ronin a little bit because I like to provide more insight into the lower cost option for people because I think it's more affordable. So I'm debating like if I should do the RVX or do the Ronin next year. I'm debating. That'll be my first bow. And then my second bow, because I always set up 3 bows for the year, is going to be the Alpha X. I just don't know if it's going to be the 30 or 34 yet. Or 33. Is it 33 they did? Yeah, I think a 33. A 30 or 33. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with just yet. But I love the Hoyt platforms as well. Andrew, yep, we were just talking about the Ronin just a minute ago. Love it. It's a great bow. I don't have a Bottomlands in Bowtech, but I can tell you guys right now, Bottomlands is just out of control awesome. It is just overtaking the industry. Almost every company has a Bottomlands pattern bow, which is incredible, just really cool to see. And it looks so good on all bows. I do have it on Adapt Plus or Adapt or something, but that's the only one I have it. Archery Research? Yeah, oh yeah. AR? Man, they make some cool stuff, man. Are they still in business, Robert? I don't know if they're still in business. Actually, no. They were bought out or somehow they're connected with PSE, Archery Research. I'm almost positive. Like back in the 1998s, 99, I think there was an acquisition somewhere over there. And I'm pretty sure PSE put them to bed. Same with Browning. I think PSE put Browning to bed as well. Meaning, I think they acquired the technology and just kept the name under PSE and stopped it. That's my understanding. I could be wrong. Entry-level bow for adults. Great question. I always give the same answers to this. Bear Archery, go to their website. You can pick out anything you want, 20% off. It's worth the deal. BHP 2024 is the code. I would get the Species EV. I would get the Paradigm, the Adapt Plus, the Adapt. Any of those would be awesome for a starter for an adult. So great options there. Racks on Racks, best bow this year. I'm not there yet with my decision on that. I'm debating. I can tell you two of my winners already. So I got best value bows, the Paradigm from Bear Archery. It's a sweet deal for under $700. My favorite price point bow is going to be the Ronin, most likely. I'm almost like 95% sure. $850. It's a steal for that bow. You're still getting the nano grip. You're getting the core cam. You're getting the same pockets and limbs. You're losing some of the little bit of tech like IMS and the Picatinny system. But other than that, you're getting center shot technology. So if you like Prime or the shot cycle of Prime, that's a great option. It shoots just like an RVX. So it's absolutely incredible. What bow should I buy? I had a PSE, but I grew up. Oh, I think you're saying I outgrew it. I'm gonna just say you said I had a PSC, but then I grew up, and you want something better. It just sounds better. It just sounds better. It's like you're ripping on them. I kind of like it. Like it's like, oh, I had a PSC, but then I grew up. I have a bear bow. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely a good deal on there. You know, the thing is, if they don't have it in stock and you do want that bow, just hit notify me. They build like big quantities and all of a sudden they're available. I did this last year. I actually bought a Species EV with that code on there, and I didn't have it in stock. And I got an email that says, "Oh, it's in stock. You can check out now." It took like a couple weeks, but it was totally worth the 20%. The Lift's a great bow. I mean, nothing wrong with it. It's made for a little more speed and power than their predecessor, the Phase 4 33 or 29 or whatever. So it just depends if you want a little bit more power, but you're going to pull that power. It's not as smooth as, in my opinion, the Phase 4. Legend XR is a great bow. Yes, great option. It's last year's model, but yes, very good model. That was my pick last year for best value bows, the Legend XR. I love that bow. What new innovation do I want to see in archery? Oh my God. I don't know if there's anything you could do, to be honest. I'm not really worried about speed. I know people want more speed, but speed's the least thing I care about because for me, again, I understand some of you guys Western hunters shooting 60 yarders. I get that. You might need a lot more speed than I do. But at 20, 30 yard shots from tree stands, I don't really need speed. I want lightweight. That's all I want. So they're getting there. They've done the carbon. They're cutting the crap out of these aluminum risers, right? The Matthews is a great example of that. I mean, 6-axis machining, it's really done well. But weight's my biggest thing. It's just I want to reduce weight as much as possible. And the only way to do that is to actually go backwards in technology, which is crazy to think for archery, but it is true. And let me show you. I can show you an exact example of this. So the only way you're going to reduce mass weight is to go back to dual cams, like APA is kept in their cycle here. So APA, this bow here is like 3.2 pounds. It's ridiculous. So like this is the only thing I can say, like I wish companies would consider going back to is this concept, because yes, it's simple. Yes, there's not as much technology. Yes, it probably doesn't shoot as good as something like that, but this will kill deer hands down. This is going to be super lightweight, very movable. And even if I got a bigger one, you're still talking under 4 pounds in aluminum and very narrow, which is what causes this weight reduction. And that's why I wanted to show you that, because watch this. I mean, it's like double. And this is just an expedition. And this one's not even as wide as like if I pulled out the lift, you'd be like even wider than that. So that's what I'm saying. Like you can reduce a lot. But in order to do that, you have to go backwards in technology, because this is something they gave up on a while ago, right? So that's what's weird about it. And I don't think it would work. That's a heavy arrow, my friend. Ooh, got the Legend XR in December. That's great. Elite for 6 years. Looking for a new brand. Good. Hey, like I tell people, try something different. It's always fun to try a new brand all the time. I think Bear makes excellent bows. Colton says, I have a Matthews Helium. That's awesome. Yeah, so I hate to say it because it's almost like we're going backwards. You know what I mean? And yes, weight of accessories is a big deal. It's a very big deal. I'll show you an example of that as well. I was actually going to start weighing some stuff today to do a video on for you guys. I wanted to talk about this. I don't have a scale right here, but I am going to find one for the video. But this is an HHA site. HHA makes very quality sites, no doubt about it. But you're having some weight here. So this is with the Picatinny system, which is cool. Seems simple, but you do add a little piece right here that maybe if you added the other piece, it wouldn't. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if it would have been lighter to not have it, but it's got some weight to it. It's not like super lightweight. But this is why most of the time I choose a plastic sight housing, because I want the lightness of the plastic. And because I'm not hunting in some crazy remote wilderness thing, I can get away with a plastic housing. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, like, for those of you guys who are in the thickets and all that, it ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna buy a plastic. I get it. But for an average consumer weekend warrior, it might not be a bad idea. You know what I mean? To try to reduce weight. Oh, bowhunting's a very big addiction, Keaton. Yeah, that's cool. Tooth of the arrow, dang, vicious. Tooth of the arrow. Yeah, we are in the process. I am going to be setting up my bow soon, and I'm definitely putting on there the bow hitch. I don't know if I know we talked about it a little bit, but the bow hitch is definitely going on my bow. Just to be able to go hands free is super important to me. I just love that feeling. So hogs, oh yeah, you definitely want that weight for hogs, no doubt about it. That's punch power right there. Yeah, so I spent most of my time here today just setting up this new studio look. I got some cool lighting in the backdrop. You can't see it here. You guys can see it there. You guys can't see it. Nice little light back there, so it goes against the wall. And what that does is it causes like a 3D effect when you're doing video content. Not this type of video, but like a DSLR. So it looks really good. What's up? If you guys haven't seen or checked out our archery repair kit, please consider doing so. It's basically the price of a pack of broadheads, and it's going to protect your hunt, honestly. It's pretty awesome. And I'm really happy with this product. We actually came out with our own product, which is weird, but it's hard to say that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know anything about like product sales or anything, so I like actually prefer just to sell it to you guys, to be honest, than trying to go to dealers and pro shops, because I have no idea how that works, and it seems very complicated. And I'm like, I don't know. I think it seems a lot easier just to tell you guys about it and sell it online than it does to try to figure all that. I'm not trying to be rich off it or anything like that. We just want to make sure you guys have that extra kit in the field because it's super important. So if you guys want to check it out, bowhunterplanet.com. But yeah, it's pretty helpful. And like I said, if you're a person in the backcountry, or even if you're just in your truck, it's definitely worth keeping one in there. You know, again, it's price of a pack of broadheads. So how many stuff have you shot? I shoot a lot of stuff. I don't know. I have a lot of bows here. We probably have about 100 bows. No, I don't think there's any VTMs here. That's the Alpha X there on the wall, that camel one. Actually, I do have one VTM left, but I don't know where it is. It's not. Oh, it is back there. It's way in the back, way back there. It's at the far back. Ooh, what hard case? I actually like SKB, to be honest. I was just at a pro shop the other day, and they had a whole bunch of SKBs, and I was impressed. They had a new one that was really nice. I thought about buying it, honestly. It was like $100. It was a good deal. Hey, Jade, welcome. Yeah, lighted knocks are essential. If the laws are legal in your state, I highly recommend them for a lot of reasons. Number one, during your practice sessions, you'll shoot a lighted knock and to test it, of course. But what it also does is you can see what your arrow is doing. It's really helpful to see the flight of your arrow. I recommend filming your shot process I recommend shooting your bow with your video camera on your phone, but I also recommend shooting your bow with your video camera filming your arrow flight all the way down until it hits the target. And the lighted knock will help you essentially see if anything weird is happening, especially if you didn't paper tune your bow. But for hunting, they're absolutely incredible because it gives you an idea where you hit the animal, which is very, very helpful when deciding on if you should go out or wait to go track that animal. So yeah, not to mention it looks good on film. Absolutely. It looks incredible. Nimrod, you on right now? Nimrod was on a stream last night with Pigman. That was pretty cool. Pigman's getting into TikTok, looks like. He looks like he's been having some fun. Whitetail's my big thing in turkey. Those two are two big ones. But I have done black bear, pig, and hog. I've done access deer. I've done aoudad, rhea, which is a bird type thing. It's really weird. And what's the other one I shot down there? I think that's it in Texas. That was cool. Yeah, good experience. Mason, how's it going? Turkey with bow is amazing. It's so much fun. With compound. Yeah, I try to do it with my compound. Favorite mechanical for deer? I don't really have one yet, if I'm being honest. I'm not there. I'm going to play with the dead meat this year from G5. It's going to be my go-to to start off and to see how it works. I can tell you what I've experienced. I've shot a lot of deer with a Rage 2-blade and had very good success. All broadside shots, of course. I've seen Grim Reaper destroy deer and a couple other hunters with the film. I mean, they gave me their film to edit and stuff, and we used it, and it was just unbelievable. Sever's pretty sweet. I've seen a lot of good stuff with Sever. And then we got Rec Broadhead coming in here soon. So Rec will be here next week. So we're going to talk to him, Matt, who owns it. We're going to just grill him. Like, why do you think you can compete? Who do you think you are? How dare you try to come in this industry? I just want to hit him with a whole bunch of hard questions for fun. Yeah. So the question Kenny sent out was about Annihilator. And yes, I have a lot of experience with Annihilator. In fact, Annihilator, I did shoot the bow through the door you're talking about, the Tour Archery Challenge with them. And they sent us a bunch of broadheads last year to play with Kenny, and we went to town on the Annihilators. They created some giant holes in the metal we were shooting at. What I don't have experience with is on a deer, so I can't speak for that just yet. I do have one in my quiver, and it will be used this year is my goal. But I have heard of other people using it. I don't really understand the suction cup idea of it, but I don't care. I just want to see what it does to a deer when it hits. But I would think it would do pretty good damage to a deer. It's pretty vicious head. I would agree. So Mason, Rage is built in, I don't know where it's built, but it's not here. It's like China or something like that. G5, I went there. I've actually been there and saw them producing their heads. It's unbelievable. It's like top-notch quality machining. So like to see that in person and to know that other ones are made overseas and like it's just a night and day thing. So like if the price is close to each other, I would probably pick the G5. G5 just won our 2 awards, our Golden Arrow Awards. They won for fixed and mechanical, beating Rage and Muzzy finally after many years that G5's been trying to win those awards. So that was a big deal, because that says that things are happening and Rage is falling from grace, which is not good for Paradigm, but it's good for G5. So there's something happening there, right? That's my point. Yes, the Sick F4s are sweet. We had a lot of great experience with Sick Broadheads. So yeah, they do work very well, and you could get a discount. It's an awesome idea. Well, welcome, Zebra, Zebi. Oh man. So anyway, I just got off. We just did a podcast yesterday with John Dudley. That was really exciting. Dudley was really cool. I really enjoyed talking with him. I found out he's trying to learn how to play guitar, which I've been playing guitar for 20 plus years. So good conversations. I like Dudley a lot more after that conversation because I realized that, like, man, this guy, he really likes, like, he's not really big into the whole target idea. He's more big into like the you idea, and being at like the Tour Archery Challenge and working with actual people is pretty cool. Like I was like, and the way he described it, it was like kind of inspiring. Like I was like, man, this guy's a good guy. Like he really wants to help you guys in the field. It's like a really cool conversation. So I'm really excited to share it with you guys. I'll share it soon. I'm trying to launch it under the Outdoor Podcast show on Carbon TV, but I am going to launch snippets of it on here and on YouTube, and maybe even the full edition on YouTube. I'm not sure yet. I'm just trying to figure out what I need to do here to get that worked out. But yeah, it was really cool. It was a really good conversation, and John could talk forever. Like he could have went another hour. I was like, I gotta go. I was like, I gotta go, man. I got stuff to do. He's like, that's it? I'm like, oh, I gotta get moving here. It was pretty funny. Oh man. Oh, by the way, for those who are asking about the Garmin chronograph, I do have one coming, so I'm very excited about this. I don't know when I'm getting it exactly, but I did confirm that I'm still on the list, and the one is coming soon. So I'm very stoked to switch to that one and start getting our speeds with that. I didn't know, Brian. I didn't know Pigman had a broadhead. I just saw your comment. I didn't realize that. I didn't hear the whole conversation the other day, so we'll see. Thompson, I think they're great. Funny you should ask because I actually just found this one. I was just pulled it out. Actually, I was getting it ready to mount on the Pic. I'm doing a video on the Picatinny system mount options, and this was one I found I had. I was like, oh yeah, but I think it's great. It's got the controller, and you would just hit this controller by your hand. This one's dead now, but hit the controller by your hand. It walks you through the setup very easily. So it does a good job. I mean, is there anything I don't like about it? I don't think so. I think it's pretty good. I feel like it's plastic housing though, so I mean, you could hit it on something for the amount of money. It might be a little bit, whereas the Burst one's more metal, but it's nice. I mean, it's definitely nice. So, yeah, we originally set it up on one of the bows, and I had to take it off, and then I might set it back up this year. Actually, maybe I should put it on my Hoyt. That's not a bad idea. Maybe get this baby ready to rock. The whole battery idea kind of creeps me out, if I'm being honest with you guys. Like, I like it, but then I don't like it, right? Like, I like the concept of it, but I've had so many batteries die on me on, like, rangefinders and stuff. It just kind of creeps me out a little bit, that's all. But if you're prepared, you shouldn't have an issue, right? But I'll have an issue, I'm sure. I better add some batteries to my archery repair kit, I guess. Yeah, G5's crushing it, that's for sure. That's interesting, Brian. Interesting on the arrows. I don't know why he'd want to launch an arrow. I just feel like I feel like the competition arrows right now is ridiculous. G5 has an arrow. Elite now has an arrow. Victory has arrows, of course. Gold tip, black gold, Easton. I just feel like arrows is a very hard market to break into when you have dominators like Carbon Express and. I mean, they're dominators. These guys have been around for years, so I just find that kind of crazy one. And broadheads too, to be honest. I mean, even Bomars just launched a broadhead, and they'll sell the crap out of those because they have a huge following. You know what I mean? But I don't know that Pigman could pull that kind of following like that. But maybe I'm wrong. I hope he does well. I mean, nothing against him. I think it'd be very hard sell. You think a single cam will make a comeback? I don't know. Maybe they'll look at our videos and they'll actually give us a single cam back. We'll see. I doubt it, but I don't know. I mean, Bear's still dominating, so I don't think Bear cares either way. They're selling single cam bows. No, Mason, I haven't touched the Alta arrows. I have been asked by Easton to do stuff with them, but I can't. We're under contract with Easton. Easton really, I mean, honestly, without Easton, a lot of this stuff wouldn't even happen. So super important. They're a super big sponsor of what we do here, keeping things going and letting us do the shows that you guys see. It's a very big deal for us. So Easton's been just so helpful to us and financially and arrows. So both, I'll just be honest with you guys, but to be honest, it's Easton. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's Easton. They've been around 100+ years. Some of the most. So like for me, there's no question whatsoever. If Easton's going to sponsor me out of anybody, I take Easton, even if they paid me less, because it's Easton. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's a big deal. So, but yeah, so I wasn't able to do anything well. They did approach me and ask me because we do a lot of work with Elite, we do a lot of work with CBE, and Scott is a sponsor. Scott releases. So, but I just said it's not possible. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Yeah, you're hearing that, Mason, because Levi Morgan's shooting them, so of course people are talking about it. But let's be honest, right? Does it really matter? I mean, Easton launches match grade, which is like 0.001 tolerance. I mean, that's pretty awesome. And like, I don't know if you really can compete with that. I don't care if you're Alta or anybody. I mean, the other thing about that is like, where are they even being made? Are they American? I highly doubt it. So like, there's a lot of pieces there that no one's talking about that really should be, looked at. Marcel, don't lose your benefits, my friend. Keep your subscription. Make sure you do auto renew. You don't want to miss out on the bows coming up. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I agree. Okay, that was the same thing for me. I had the G5 and Annihilators in my quiver this past year, and I didn't get a chance to shoot. But coming up here, maybe I'll try the Annihilator for turkey. That's a good idea too, right off the bat. See what that does. If it does the suction idea they talk about, maybe it'll slow it down. Yeah, I would assume that, Mason. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like I said, I mean, good people. Like I said, I have nothing against any company that wants to, compete on any market level. But the problem is, I mean, certain things are kind of like, I don't want to say done. I think it's a bad word, but certain areas are just kind of locked up, like tanks, right? Code Blue. There's not much option there for set, right? You got a couple brands in there that are big brands, but that's it, right? I wouldn't come out with Dave's deer piss, right? It's not going to work. And so arrows to me are not going to work. Like I don't think you could be a small arrow guy, like let's say Nimrod, and sell like basic dozens, to pro shops and stuff, and do okay probably. But he's never going to get on the level of an Easton or a Victory. Those guys are so big, right? Victory's owned by Mitsubishi, so you're going after a mammoth of a money who's got money to put behind stuff, right? So I don't know. And then you got Black Eagle Arrows, of course, who've been around. Randy knows his stuff. He's got Darton now. So, I mean, he's really building a conglomerate with this conquest idea, right? So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. It is interesting because Levi is a part of that now. So that's a big deal because he's obviously a big deal. So question becomes, do they sell enough arrows because Levi's a part of it? Don't know the answer. They'll probably sell a lot. I know that, but I don't know where it'll be. Sure, Junior. How you doing, my friend? So, yeah, that's where it's at, guys. So I think that's it. I think we're going to get out of here. So I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to go get some ice cream or something, hang out with the family. But we'll see you soon. And, next time we come on, we'll do some shooting and have some fun, maybe tomorrow or something. Got a lot of time. Frank, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Just getting off, but I appreciate you coming into the stream. And Bugsy, too. I'll see you later on YouTube, guys. All right. I'm going to close the YouTube stream real quick. Get that one out of the way. And then